Alright, we're back today, and we're going to look at a pretty cool deck. This is Turbo Depths, ported by me from Legacy into Timeless. And this is going to be a slight variant on the lands builds that you might have seen floating around here. So, in this deck, we are looking to leverage the Dark Depths, also known as the Boy in the Iceberg if you're here on Arena first, which can turn into a 20/20 if you remove all the counters from it. Now, historically, in our format, the way that we do this is through Thespian stage, activating and copying Dark Depths, which forces a legend rule in which we keep the Thespian stage and then sacrifice it to the Dark Depths trigger to create the 20/20. However, that's not the fastest way to do it. So there are some decks in Eternal formats, in Legacy and Modern, that have used Vampire Hexmage for a very long time. 2 black mana gives us a first striker that at any time allows us to sack it to remove all counters from a permanent. Well, wouldn't you know it, this guy's a permanent. So what we want to do is find the Boy in the Iceberg ASAP, get 2 black mana to cast a Vampire Hexmage, and just win the game from there. This deck can do it pretty quickly, and we have a lot of ways to make sure that when it comes down, it will actually kill. I'm talking about 4 Thoughtseize, 2 Inquisition, 2 Duress, 3 Surgical Extraction, especially for facing combo, Demonic Tutor, and assemble the team as ways to find our combo pieces or even our lands if we need to. Sylvan Scrying, Crop Rotation, Elvish Reclaimer going to round out our lands package, and then of course Vampire Hexmage itself and some acceleration with Dark Ritual and Chrome Mox. We also have Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, which is going to help all of these cards that are not in fact swamps tap for our swamp mana or our black mana to cast the Vampire Hexmage. Notably, Boy in the Iceberg by default does not produce mana, so having something like this is pretty helpful. We're also, pretty heavily into the black mana thing, so, kind of important to have that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pips of green mana in addition to our Chrome Mox, so about 10 green sources. So you do need to be a little bit careful with that, but, in most cases I think we should be okay. This is Turbo Depths. Should be a fast, fun, and hopefully win-filled league. Let's go. This episode of FullControlMTG is brought to you by Patreon and your viewership. If you want to support the channel financially, the FullControlMTG Patreon is the best place to do so. With a Shockland tier, you get access to videos as soon as they are recorded and edited. Don't wait to get your hands on another FullControlMTG deck list. Otherwise, it's your support for the channel that keeps me going. Thanks for being here and enjoy the video. Alright, well, in round 1, it looks like we have our best combo hand. Start with Mana Confluence, say go. Turn to Vampire Hexmage. God dang it, it's a strip mine. Oh, that sucks. Oh, let's search for them. Getting 2 life. See what they got in their hand. Oh, baby, that's 2 of those. So we know Dismember, Elvish Reclaimer. So we'll have to make sure we play the Boy in the Iceberg first, and then in this deck, Ice Till, One Ring. Okay, just your classic lands control deck. Sure. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Beautiful start. So what I understand is that we should be good if we're able to get the Vampire Hexmage out. So we just need 1 black mana. So now they know what I'm up to. Let's see what they're up to. They may not have a green land for this, which is good for me. So they just planned on strip mining me 3 times and then playing the game. They got Ancient Tomb. We have a black spell we can't cast. Alright, well, this looked like a super quick start. I actually considered turn 1 Dark Ritual into Vampire Hexmage, but I was worried that that would be bad. Alright, so what's my first discard going to be? Probably one of these cards. Oh, huge. Let's go. So we'll do this. We will Crop Rotation this into something that produces black. Probably do Urborg. Oh yeah, Urborg is for sure the move here. Urborg, make my Boy in the Iceberg a swamped. We'll go Ritual. pause select target you. And work out any removal for Merit Lage. Don't care. They can -10, -10 it. Guess I'll just take away their Wary Zone Guard. Alright, Vampire Hexmage. In response to their Thespian stage activation, I will sack my boy in the Iceberg. Let's see if they decide to try to copy it. They could have copied it. Interesting. So I need to play a second Vampire Hexmage so that I can Vampire Hexmage, then they Thespian stage, then I Vampire Hexmage in response. Alright, well, we'll take game 1. Okay. Sylvan Scrying crop rotation are our ways to find lands. We do just have Thespian stage Dark Depths though. That's kind of cool. So, what about Chromox and assemble the team, and then just turn 1 Thespian stage, turn 2 Dark Depths, activate? Yeah, that's a game plan. Ooh, double Chromox. Does that change anything? No, because I need to have both of these on the field. Alright. So I'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Yeah, that's enough to go. Ah, god, it's strip mine. The hell. Alright, well, it's fine. We can always find another. Just gotta find a third unrelated land. They had a swamp to start off, okay. So I think I'll probably just, oh my god, third Chromox. So we'll do this, do this. Assemble the team will be the choice. Then we will go boom. Pitch the crop rotation, then we'll cast the Sylvan Scrying. And then we represent another kill. Cool. Surgical on my Thespian stage. And I forgot that Sylvan Scrying is a sorcery. We are playing terribly right now. Well, it's fine, because that's not the only way that we can win. So it looks like Sylvan Scrying will just have to be to find just a normal land. Yeah, this was completely unavoidable. Or, sorry, completely avoidable. Alright, can we still do it? Took the turn. Wow, that is exactly what we were looking for. Never say we didn't have it. May I resolve my Dark Ritual, please? That's a Vampire Hexmage. Then followed up by the Sylvan Scrying that we planned for. And I guess I'll just set up for another Dark Depths. Cool. Right. And it is a legendary Snowland, unfortunately, so I will not play it. Alright, we'll set up for an end step activation. Alright. Well, let's attempt to do the thing. And we have it. Cool. So through the surgical and through a pretty costly misplay, we're still able to take the win. Let's go. Alright. Thoughtseize Inquisition, Vampire Hexmage. It's fine. Super hand hate heavy start. Love to see it. And we're on the play, which is doubly effective. I think I'm going to start with the Inquisition. Just take away an early play. It's likely to hit something. Alright, cool. There's just some other Thought Seizes. Holy crap, that's a lot of Thought Seizes. Well, they will get to Thought Seize me, so they'll get to take my Hex Mage or my Thought Seize. Guess I'll just work on taking away their creatures, because I can't really deal with the creatures. Guess Swords is worse. But a Ragavan kills me at some point. Oh, it's a hard choice, and they have so much ability to hurt me right now. And they also have Strip Mine, which sucks. What do I take here? Guess it's the Swords. That stops my actual combo. Let's see, if they Thought Seize me now, I'd take my Hex Mage, I Thought Seize them back and take the Ragavan. If they take my Thought Seize, then I put the Hex Mage. If they Strip Mine me, then I do Thought Seize, I guess. Alright, so then we'll go Thought Seize. Take the Rag. Did they get out of the Swords? They took an Ocelot Pride. Alright, so they don't have the colors for Ragavan. I'd rather they don't have the Ocelot Pride. That means we get Thought Seize next turn, which is unfortunate, and probably means my next turn is just playing Elvish Reclaimer. And Bajuka Bogging them. That is going to be the Thought Seize, sure. It's a Lurrus deck too, so they are just like on slow stuff. Dark Writ. So I need the Bajuka Bog at some point. We'll do Elvish Reclaimer now, auto pay. Alright, am I worried about their graveyard? Not so... Well, actually, I guess I am with the Lurrus thing going on. If I draw Vampire Hex Mage, then I play it, then I Elvish Reclaim... Well, then I Elvish Reclaimer, then I play it. So I think I need to be ready to get it out of my hand. Exile their graveyard. And then there's not really a world where I need to have 3 mana. I either need 2 mana twice or 4 mana once. So I think it's better to just hold the Dark Ritual. Alright, see if they want to Thought Seize me again. Take my Ritual, I don't really care. They can play the Ragavan. They could dash the Ragavan even. Thought Seize me, sure. Maybe it would have been smarter to actually get stuff out of my hand, I don't know. Alright, well, the hand hate battle has ended. And they're left with not enough mana to do their Lurrus stuff for long. I might have to just trade with this Ragavan, to be honest. So I could flip a Bajuka Bog into a Dark Depths. We'll do the Rag just on normal. We got D-Tutor here. Demonic Tutor getting Vampire Hex Mage would have been so good. I mean, this can find the land. Do it. We might end up just trading here. So yeah, we get Dark Depths. That means we have 7 tries to hit something that's relevant. And they are going to dig for their Swords to Plowshares. Strip Mine, that sucks. Okay, so now I don't want to lose my Elvish Reclaimer. That's 2 of 4 Strip Mines. That's that Dark Ritual we wanted earlier. Pass. They seem to not want to trade the Ragavan, so that means they're stuck on mana. I don't care if they Thought Seize me again. That's just a turn that they don't really put forward towards casting their Lurrus. And I mean, even when they cast their Lurrus, they have nothing yet. Bot sees, you got it. You take the writ, sure. Down 9. Eventually they just die. Ah, Guide of Souls crap. No energy though. They attack with the rag? I think they should attack. And if they attack, am I letting it through? Okay, they don't attack. Sack Bajuka Bog, find another thingamajig. Alright. That's a thespian stage. And then I should be able to Elvish Reclaimer into a Ancient Tomb, then activate Ancient Tomb. Okay. No attacks, end turn. And actually, I can see that they were worried about the Elvish Reclaimer during combat with the Ragavan. Did not realize that I was close enough for, or I didn't realize that I was at 2 land cards. Alright, well, opponent was doing my work for me. Here's a Johnny. I don't much care.
To the hunt!
Guide of Souls. I think in most cases, I actually don't need to do that. Oh, you know what? Okay, I think it is worth doing it. So, auto pay. Mana Confluence, go bye-bye. Get Ancient Tomb. Oh, forgot this build doesn't play Ancient Tomb. Then we go for an Urborg. Go to my turn. Alright, well, this is about the same thing. So I can go Chrome Mox for Assemble the Team, or I'll just hold up Assemble the Team. So we'll pass here. And so now it's an awkward thing where they can attack. They will be putting a Guide of Souls counter onto something. It will be flying, but it will be attacking, so it can't block, which is pretty important. So they have to just kill me, or they have to have swords. So we'll see what they end up playing here. They're stuck on 2 lands still. It's been a tough game for them. Guide of Souls number 2. Doesn't do anything material here. They'll probably just attack me down with the Ragavan. And the cat. It's in my best interest to not block the cat, so they have pretty much a free 6 damage in. Yep. Yep. Alright, they've come to the same conclusion here. And they will have it. Alright, we declare no blocks. Take your damage. Alright, go to end step. What do they hit? They hit an Inquisition. Alright, I suppose they might just cast that. Seeing as I'm about to do my thing. Alright, you get to see what's in the hand. They take Assemble, I assume. Okay. Activate Thespian Stage now. Unless. I mean, we just have to test them for Swords to Plowshares here. If they have it, they have it. Alright. Well, we will activate. Alright, and if this doesn't work, I think we're in a bad spot. Alright, my turn. Move to combat. Attack for 20. We'll get it. Let's go. Alright. 3 rounds in. We've been able to do the thing. Let's go. Come check out the FullControlMTG website. We've got detailed decklist write-ups, links to all of our content organized by archetype, and a blog with sideboard guides, tips, and thoughts about different formats. I'll be seeing you there. Alright, we're on to another game here. Inquisition Thoughtseize start again. Down. From up. Pitches. We are on red. Ancient Tomb and Blood Moon. Outside Bombardiers, okay. Could be worse. Okay, so I think they're probably playing a lot of stuff that is 3 or less. So I think that I assemble the team, pitchcast to Chromox. We'll start with that. Start with a Kozilek. Oh, we miss. Then I will go Mana Confluence, Thoughtseize, take a One Ring, I guess? Or do I even care? I guess I don't really care. They want to play One Ring and throw it with Broadside. So I'm going to make it so that they cannot reset the One Ring. Question is, do they just take a land here? So we'll play the One Ring. That kind of makes sense to me. So that means I get to Demonic Tutor for something. Ooh, Hexmage is actually pretty relevant. I'm not worried about my hand getting hit. I'll play this. Get for Dark Depths. And hope that it's enough. Alright, they have to take my Thespian stage. Hell yes, let's go. Alright. Not another strip mine. Cool. Down to 11. They can throw a One Ring at me. They decided not to with the Broadside. Bummer. Alright. Well, unfortunately that means we cannot do the thing. We'll show them the Boy in the Iceberg here and give them the concession. Yeah, this deck cannot beat Magus of the Moon right now. It is what it is. Move to the next. Alright, yeah, you can rationalize putting in a Beseiju, replacing a land in order to be able to deal with a Blood Moon, but when it's a Blood Moon on a creature, it becomes a little more annoying to put in a creature removal spell that, in most cases, is going to kind of hurt you. Could maybe put in one, I don't really know, it's kind of hard to say. This time, though, now we get an interesting first hand. We can Surgical something small from them. They mulliganed already, which makes me think Reanimator, so if we can rip a Reanimate from them, I'd be happy. And Surgical that'd be great. Darkslick Shores. Alright, they pass. Let's go. See what it is. We'll take an Entomb. Okay. Ooh, Velomachus. I like this version of Reanimate. Alright, cool. We will take Reanimate, then we will Surgical that. We will wait till after their draw. Then I can Chromox next turn, play a Vampire Hexmage. I think I actually want to do this first. That means if they Thoughtseize, they're definitely taking the Hexmage, but really all that's doing is just turning off my Chromox. Whatever, it's fine. Alright. We will let them draw, then we'll crack off Surgical on their Reanimate. Alright, see what's in the hand. Detutor, Dark Ritual, Thoughtseize. Okay. 3 of those. Now, what else do we have? So, it's doing the Temporal Manipulation, Time Warp thingamajig with Velomachus. Sure. Life and Death are the other thing we have to hit. Alright, so they will be able to have a life or death here. They will not be able to cast it, right? Death or it's oh no, it is death. Okay, they're 1 mana off. Alright, cool. Well, we'll take those out. Halfway to doing the thing. Hopefully this makes them slow. Thoughtseize me, I guess. Fine, take my Hexmage. Should be an easy choice. Yep. Surgical number 2. Looking at their deck. Yeah, I could actually just take the Velomachus. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. Alright, cool. Dark Writ. Detutor 4? Ooh, Dark Writ. So they're gonna Detutor for life. And then I will surgical their Velomachus. Alright, cool. And that will be a surgical targeting their Velomachus. Alright, see if they have anything else. They do not. Sweet. Well, not really how you're supposed to win these games, but we will take it. Next round. Alright, I felt as though we probably could have used one more game. Thoughtseize turn 1, turn 2, Ritual Duress Sylvan Scrying. They get turn 1 Ponder, fine. We'll get to turn 1 look at their hand. Ooh. Maybe it is just turn 1, take 2 cards. Ooh, sneak attack. Alright, well, Spell Pierce has to go. Sneak attack also has to go. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Do that, then Duress. Take Spell Pierce. Well, do I care about Spell Pierce? I mean, eventually I do. We get rid of their payoff. We take their payoffs. Yeah, that'll be the one. So they'll have to draw into something. We'll get a couple of turns here. Let's see. Are we worried about reanimation? Not with what's in the graveyard right now. Do this. Then we'll do this. Grab our boy, the trapped in the iceberg. Pass it on. Alright, halfway to combo. Opponent is somewhat in trouble. They'll ponder again. Seething Song gets them access to 5 mana, which kind of funnily enough is a sneak attack activation, which is that lines up very well. I should actually I should do another Sneak and Show League. I think it's time. It may just finally be time. Okay, so now I can assemble the team for Vampire Hexmage or equivalent. Crack off the Spell Pierce, whatever. Could have played around that with our Dark Ritual, whatever. That's actually kind of costly. Really wish I had thought of that. Alright, whatever. Position again, we'll get to look at their cards. Now I'm probably taking Seething Song. If it's allowed. This time I will Ritual. Well, at least the Ritual became useful at some point. Do you have something more than that? Whoa. Maybe they really want to have that Seething Song? I don't get it. No, okay, they're just looking for a land. Wow, are they going to Mystical Tutor for something interesting? Okay, okay. Oh, they'll just go for value stock up, sure. Alright, we'll take their Seething Song. And then I think now's a good time to just do the Batukabog thing. We can now start taking off counters manually from the Boy in the Iceberg. I think that will totally result in us dying. So I don't want to do that. We got 2 cards. It's a Misty. Elvish Reclaimer. We will use this guy. And search for a... Yeah, we'll use him next turn to search for a Thespian Stage. Well, we're going slow now. Not exactly ideal. Rainstorm, I mean, they haven't found it yet, so that's good. The question is, do they have one of combo and payoff piece? There's the show and tell. We get to put a Yawgmoth out. They show an Omniscience. Do they have something next? They do have an Emrakul. That sucks. So that will kill my whole board. Yeah, Alright, well, GG's. they will have it. I think before we die, I can activate this. Oops. Undo that. We will remove one counter from our Dark Depths. Absolutely amazing. We go to -1, and Tilt-A-Whirl will take the next game. Alright, well that brings us to 6 rounds. I think that is more than enough, but they've been really, really good ones. Turbo Depths, pretty fun. Get to use a lot of the hand hate that works against the quick combo decks in this format. And if we're stopped, we showed in a couple of games that we can actually get through it sometimes. So I think it's a pretty good entity here in Timeless. It was really fun to show it off to you guys today. If you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Check out the deck list on Moxfield, and then the final thing is I'm working on the FullControlMTG website, which hopefully should be up with a lot of content for you guys soon. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.